Please be seated. So the chants today are kind of a call and response. I will chant the line first, and then please repeat the chant. Repeat the line back to me as you hear it. Being one with the Buddha in the 10 directions.
Being one with the Buddha in the 10 directions.
Being one with the Dharma in the 10 directions.
Being one with the Dharma in the 10 directions.
Being one with the Sangha in the 10 directions.
Being one with the Sangha in the 10 directions.
Being one with our original teacher, Shakyamuni Buddha.
Being one with our original teacher, Shakyamuni Buddha.
Being one with the great wise Manjushri Bodhisattva.
Being one with the great Manjushri Bodhisattva.
Being one with the great, compassionate Avalokiteshvara Bodhisattva.
Being one with the great compassionate Avalokiteshvara Bodhisattva.
Being one with shining practice Samantabhadra Bodhisattva.
Being one with the shining practice Samantabhadra Bodhisattva.
Being one with the Buddha in the 10 directions.
Being one with the Buddha in the 10 directions.
Being one with the Dharma in the 10 directions.
Being one with the Dharma in the 10 directions.
Being one with the Sangha in the 10 directions.
Being one with the Sangha in the 10 directions.
Being one with our original teacher, Shakyamuni Buddha.
Being one with our original teacher, Shakyamuni Buddha.
Being one with the great wise Manjushri Bodhisattva.
Being one with the great wise Manjushri.
Being one with great compassionate Avalokiteshvara Bodhisattva.
Being one with the great compassionate Avalokiteshvara Bodhisattva.
Being one with shining practice Samantabhadra Bodhisattva.
Being one with shining practice Samantabhadra Bodhisattva.
Being one with the Buddha in the 10 directions.
Being one with the Buddha in the 10 directions.
Being one with the Dharma in the 10 directions.
Being one with the Sangha.
Being one with the Sangha in the 10 directions.
Being one with the Sangha in the 10 directions.
Being one with our original teacher, Shakyamuni Buddha.
Being one with our original teacher, Shakyamuni Buddha.
Being one with the great wise Manjushri Bodhisattva.
Being one with the wise Manjushri Bodhisattva.
Being one with great compassionate Avalokiteshvara Bodhisattva.
Being one with the great compassionate Avalokiteshvara Bodhisattva.
Being one with shining practice Samantabhadra Bodhisattva.
Being one with shining practice Samantabhadra Bodhisattva.
Being one with Eihei Dogen Daiyosho.
Being one with Eihei Dogen Daiyosho.
Being one with Keizan Joken Daiyosho.
Being one with Keizan Joken Daiyosho.
being one with the great successive Buddha ancestors,
being one with the great successive Buddha ancestors,
being one with the Buddha, Dharma, and Sangha, all the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas and all Buddha ancestors. May this ceremony be witnessed and blessed for Julie. How do I pronounce your last name? Linzik Sin. Thank you. Who is wishing to receive the Kai. First, you should make atonement for. There are different implications and different types of atonement. There is a verse which is transmitted and maintained by the Buddha, ancestors, and masters, and you will recite it. But please come forward. You have a few bows that you need to do. Okay, please make 3 bows to the Buddha. Right, and please make too soon. Please make 3 bows in the direction of your parents. Then please make 3 bows to your preceptor. Okay, please be seated. When I'll chant the Gatha of Atonement, repeat after me. All evil karma ever committed by me since of old.
All evil karma.
What did you show? All evil karma ever committed by me since of old. Everybody? I'll say it first and then you say it. On account of my beginningless greed, anger, and ignorance. On account of my beginningless greed, anger, and ignorance. Born of my body, mouth, and thought. Born of my body, mouth, and thought. Now I atone for it all. Now I atone for it all. All evil karma ever committed by me since of old. All evil karma ever committed by me since of old. On account of my beginningless greed, anger, and ignorance. On account of my beginningless greed, anger, and ignorance. Born of my body, mouth, and thought. Born of my body, mouth, and thought. Now I atone for it all. Now I atone for it all. All evil karma ever committed by me since of old. All evil karma ever committed by me since of old. On account of my beginningless greed, anger, and ignorance. On account of my beginningless greed, anger, and ignorance. Born of my body, mouth, and thought. Born of my body, mouth, and thought. Now I atone for it all. Now I atone for it all. Now, having made atonement, you have purified your body, mouth, and thoughts. This purification is due to the power of atonement. Next, you will reveal yourself as the Buddha, Dharma, and Sangha, which have the 3 virtues and merits of the united 3 treasures, the manifested 3 treasures, and the abiding 3 treasures. When you reveal yourself as the Buddha, Dharma, and Sangha, all virtues and merits will be in complete realization from this moment on. You can put your hands down. Forward. If you get the kneel down. Oh, awesome. Be careful, breathing. Just bring your head down. That's why tension has a handkerchief. Now you will reveal yourself as the three treasures. Please repeat after me, everyone. Being one with the Buddha.
Being one with the Buddha.
Being one with the Dharma.
Being one with the Dharma.
Being one with the Sangha.
Being one with the Sangha.
Being one with the Buddha.
Being one with the Buddha.
Being one with the Dharma.
Being one with the Dharma.
Being one with the Sangha.
Being one with the Sangha.
Being one with the Buddha.
Being one with the Buddha.
Being one with the Dharma.
Being one with the Dharma.
Being one with the Sangha.
Being one with the Sangha.
Being one with the Buddha, the incomparably honored one.
Being one with the Buddha, the incomparably honored one.
Being one with the Dharma, honorable for its purity.
Being one with the Dharma, honorable for its purity.
Being one with the Sangha, honorable for its harmony.
Being one with the Sangha, honorable for its harmony.
The Buddha has been revealed.
The Buddha has been revealed.
The Dharma has been revealed.
The Dharma has been revealed.
The Sangha has been revealed.
The Sangha has been revealed.
The Buddha, Dharma, and Sangha are revealed as thus. From now on, the Tathagata Buddha, the complete enlightenment and the perfect wisdom, is your great master. Do not follow misleading or false ways, or people having dualistic understanding. Because of the great benevolent compassion of the Tathagata Buddha, you have revealed the three treasures. Will you maintain this?
I will.
Will you maintain this?
I will.
Will you really maintain this?
I will.
3 standing ones, please. Next, you will receive the 3 pure precepts. First, I vow to cease from evil. This is the abiding place of laws and rules of all Buddhas. This is the very source of laws and rules of all Buddhas. Will you maintain this?
I will.
Second, I vow to do good. This is the Dharma of Samyak Sambodhi. This is the way of all beings. Will you maintain this?
I will.
Third, I vow to do good for others. This is to transcend the profane and to be beyond the holy. This is to liberate oneself and others. Will you maintain this?
I will.
Will you maintain this?
I will.
Will you really maintain this?
I will.
Through God. Next, you will receive the 10 grave precepts. First, I vow to refrain from killing. Life is non-killing. The seed of Buddha grows continuously. Maintain the wisdom life of Buddha and do not kill life. Will you maintain this?
I will.
Second, I vow to refrain from stealing. The mind and the externals are just as thus. The gate of liberation has opened. Will you maintain this?
I will.
Third, I vow to refrain from sexual misconduct and being greedy. The three wheels, body, mouth, mind, greed, anger, ignorance, are pure and clean. Nothing is desired for. Go the same way with the Buddhas. Will you maintain this?
I will.
Fourth, I vow to refrain from telling lies. The Dharma wheel unceasingly turns, and there is neither excess nor lack. Sweet dew permeates, gain the essence and gain the truth. Will you maintain this?
I will.
Fifth, I vow to refrain from being intoxicated and ignorant. It has never been to be defiled. It is indeed the great clarity. Will you maintain this?
I will.
Sixth, I vow to refrain from talking about others' errors and faults. In the midst of the Buddha Dharma, we are the same way, the same Dharma, the same realization, and the same practice. Do not let them talk about others' errors and faults. Do not destroy the way. Will you maintain this?
I will.
Seventh, I vow to refrain from elevating myself and blaming others. Buddhas and ancestors realized the absolute emptiness and realized the great earth. When the great body is manifested, there is neither outside or inside. When the Dharma body is manifested, there is not even a single square inch of soil on the ground. Will you maintain this?
I will.
Eighth, I vow to refrain from being stingy, especially with the Dharma. One phrase, one verse, 10,000 forms, 100 grasses, one Dharma, one realization. All Buddhas, all ancestors. Since the beginning, there has never been being stingy. Will you maintain this?
I will.
Ninth, I vow to refrain from indulging in anger and hatred. It is not regress. It is not advance. It is not real. It is not unreal. This is illumined cloud ocean. There is ornamented cloud ocean. Will you maintain this?
I will.
10th, I vow to refrain from speaking ill of the Buddha, Dharma, and Sangha. Expounding the Dharma and the body is the refuge of the world. Its virtue returns to the ocean of omniscience. Wholeheartedly revere and serve it. Will you maintain this?
I will.
Will you maintain this?
I will.
Will you really maintain this?
I will.
When sentient beings receive the Kai, we enter the realm of the Buddhas, which is the Buddha treasure, Anuttara Samyak Sambodhi. Truly, you are the children of the Buddha. 3 bows, please. Okay, might as well kneel here. This is the Ketchmiyaku, the lineage chart. Your name is now on this lineage chart as a direct descendant from Shakyamuni Buddha. Place it on the corner. Here. And 3 standing bows, please. You received your Raksu that you worked so hard on. Your Dharma name, ShoGei. 3 bows, please. Standing bows. Sorry. Okay. Congratulations. Please turn around and face the community. I now present to you ShoGei. Thank you all for participating in today's Jukai ceremony. ShoGei, if you can go and take your seat now. And let me, oops. Okay. I had a talk that I typed out and don't know where it is. So I'll do this from memory. Oh, thank you. Just a little bit about Jukai. There's something about ritual and forms and formality that human beings tend to need, I think. Like it's more than, sometimes we don't like them. I know I don't like them. But they help things, stick. They make, they add a little bit more importance and gravitas to whatever situation that we are celebrating or have a ceremony about. So thus these ceremonies tend to stick around for a long time. So this is one of the oldest ceremonies in the Buddhist tradition that we have. Other than, I think the oldest on record, it's actually Fusatsu, which is the atonement ceremony, which we did a little piece of in the beginning. And those things, demarcate, certain parts of our lives. They're milestones that we achieve. We put in the work to accomplish the way. And this naming thing. This has gone on in several cultures in several different ways, but they're usually also, demarcate a milestone. Someone is either a child has come of age, they get a different name, or they go through some ceremony like Jukai and they receive a name. So it's a reminder of that particular milestone. Where every time your name is spoken, it's like, this is different from my birth name. So it's a reminder that I've taken a step. I've made a commitment to do something. So it's that very personal experience of that. And the names also mean things. They sound a little bit weird in some ways because ShoGei is not even in Japanese. If it's made up of two Japanese characters, it's not a Japanese name. So it's intended to be both affirmational as well as aspirational. They're names that you live into. So because I've had an opportunity to work with ShoGei for the past year, I've gotten to know her a little bit. You only get to know people over long periods of time. But I know that she is an artist, and that is what gives her life. So in choosing her name, I wanted to make sure that was included. So the word sho, or the character sho, you can pronounce a number of different ways to say it, but sho is the sound I've chosen for this name, means giving birth or bringing life into, or nurturing in some way. But it's about taking care of the life of something. So that's the sho part of the name. And the gei part, GEI part, ShoGei, is art or technique or mastery. So the way I'm defining, and I've made this up to a certain extent, is that the word ShoGei together, since they're not characters that are normally together, it means giving birth to living art. That's how I see Julie. So that's her new name. And I took this, I'm sure we all know people who've gotten tattoos of Chinese or Japanese characters, and they think that it means something auspicious, and it's really some cuss word that, or something demeaning. So I did check with my Japanese friends, just to make sure that I wasn't inadvertently doing that. And they assured me that no, there's no other connotation to either of those characters that is negative in any way, but they had a very interesting reaction to it, which I took note of because the two ladies who were friends of mine were both born and raised in Japan. So that's their cultural reference. So one of the ladies, she was a little reluctant because, the Japanese are not always, willing to be critical of anything you say. She said, well, and I said, it's okay, you can tell me. I'm American. We say bad things to each other all the time. She says, it doesn't sound really Buddhist. And I said, really, why? What about it doesn't sound Buddhist? And she says, well, because it's about life and about birth. And I went, okay. In Japan, for birth, weddings, ceremonies of living, they go to the Shinto shrine. The Buddhist temples are primarily used for the association's death and funerals. And that is, that's something that happened in Japan because they needed to coexist. The two religions needed to find a way to coexist together. And so that's how that evolved in that country. That's kind of a simplified version of that. So anything for life, you went to the Shinto shrine, and anything for death, you went to the Buddhist temple. But that is not true in other places, and it's certainly not true here. Maizumi Roshi specifically said, I do not want Buddhism to become a funeral parlor. So he, throughout his teaching, he was constantly fighting against his own cultural background because he wanted it to be part of living, part of life. So her criticism only encouraged me more that this was an important name in Buddhism, because it is about giving birth, about the living, and about taking care of the living. So not a cuss word, but certainly the Japanese would probably never use it as a Dharma name, but we're in America now. So we're gonna bring life and birth and celebration of those two aspects into Buddhism. All right. Any questions? Yes.
You put something on your head, and then you use something, I don't know.
Okay.
I mean, and then on your head, and then brush Judas.
Yes.
What is the significance?
That's a secret magical incantation that I can't tell you now. It's really the significance of that is because all of these, we're using a pine branch, which, by the way, I stole from Yokoji because there were no pine trees around my house. So I was there.
No stealing.
No stealing. I confessed. I made atonement while I was there. I told both Tenshin and Jukai Roshi that I couldn't find a pine tree near my house, so I was taking one of theirs. So pine trees in Japanese culture are about evergreen because they're constantly alive to give birth. And water is also very significant because water takes the shape of whatever it is in. So it doesn't have a defined shape. So it's about being malleable. And so there's a saying we say in tea ceremony, make your heart like water. So wherever you are, fit into the situation as best you can, is what that means. So we use those two symbols, water, which is valuable, and the pine tree, which is about life. And we believe that the wisdom comes from the crown of our head. So it's really about creating wisdom water. It's kind of my translation of it. So we purify the water, which is what all that stuff was. And then I take the wisdom from my head, what little there is. And then I give it to Julie, and I gave it to the rest of the room. And then whatever wisdom was left in the water after that, I put back on my head. Yeah. So that's part of it. Somehow it's gotten part of the ritual. I'm sure it has some evil pagan origin, but but we've used it for hundreds of years. Yes.
Can you speak to faith?
Yeah.
in our Western culture, we have a very Christianized Judeo-religious understanding of what faith means. I mean, faith for many people would be blind acceptance as one definition. It always seems like as you shift into Buddhism, as you shift into Zen, has a very different kind of connotation to it, more in a sense of confirming, taking what the teacher provides you at face level and testing it in your own practice and your own experience. But I was kind of wondering if you could speak to your experience of faith and to us as we are here.
You just said it.
Okay. There it is then. I didn't mean to answer it, I wanted to hear you say it.
So, you know, a little bit different from the Judeo-Christian Islamic form of faith, which is the blind faith, as they say, that they just believe whatever they believe to be true and to be absolute. Whereas we are, what's the state where people are? Is it from Kansas? We're from Kansas. So if it isn't real and it doesn't work, we're not going to do it. So we'll believe we'll believe it's true until it isn't. So yes, so you've read some profound passage, or you've heard some teacher expound some profound teaching, and you're all in the three pillars: great faith, great doubt, and great tenacity are in constant play, and they're happening simultaneously. It's like, okay, you said that. I have a little bit of doubt about that, but I should trust it enough to take it on, and let me try it on for myself, see if it works. And then you do the work. That's the tenacity part. And if it works, you keep it. Don't move on, throw it away. There's nothing in this practice that makes you become attached to something just because someone said it or it's in some book somewhere.
And the power of ritual, it's interesting as I think of my own context in it, is in the Reformed faith we see ritual as symbolic.
Mm-hmm.
But if we go over to the longer, more historical root of the church, it is Catholic and it's literal. And the question for you, just as a follow-up, is do we lose something in just thinking that it's symbolic as compared to literal, or there is something that's very powerful in the literal mindset of any kind of ritual? I was just wondering if you had any.
Well, I think the rituals we're doing are about aligning ourselves with reality just as it is. So it's not about believing in, you know, some person that died a few thousand years ago. Because we are constantly saying, especially with koans, they were written, you know, hundreds of years ago. Those guys are all dead. You know, it's about how that comes alive within yourself now, here and now, and not about those dead guys. Even the Buddha, you know, Shakyamuni, who was that manifestation of the Buddha, is dead. But the Buddha is you, lives in you, and only comes to life within you. So it's not about you know, these rituals are not about conjuring up something that is not real for you to believe in. It's about aligning yourself with reality just as it is. And we have faith that the best way to live our lives is compassionately. So most of all the chanting we do and most of all these rituals we do are about invoking compassion and taking care of, you know, what's right there in front of us every minute of every day. Not about believing that someone else is going to, you know, die for my sins, or that they're going to judge me, or any of that. Certainly, if that's what you believe and that works for you, that's great. We don't do that here. You know, our rituals are about just realigning and reminding ourselves. The Fusatsu, the atonement ceremony, is something they do twice a month in all the monasteries, and it's about recognizing, we may think we're doing good things all the time, but occasionally we hurt people, and we reassess, realign, and become one with who we truly were, and make amends where it's necessary. So, and we're doing that on an ongoing thing. So that's part of. So it's about taking care of what's right in front of you, what's real, and not about some mystical, magical stuff we do. We may have magical words we use when doing purification ceremonies, but the water's real. Pine Knots is real.
Real water.
It was dripping all over my face. So, and our wisdom, what we've learned through life, is real. So, it's all about reality. So it's about being real. Yes.
Going to back to what you shared is, so illusion is inexhaustible.
Yes.
No form, no sensation, and the other one stood with me, emptiness.
Yeah.
Can you elaborate on that in relation with these rituals?
Wow, huge question. And you've got 2 minutes. let me, I think that for me, looking at that, it's always best to realize there are, the absolute and the relative are constantly interrelated. In the absolute sense, it's empty. There's no independent reality. Everything is just this smear of possibility and potentiality. In the relative, there's you and me, there's the floor, there's this table, there's, knocking wood, there's, you have this relative relation, this subject object that we deal with every day. And the two of them are interrelated, they're always there. So in as much as there is none of that in the absolute, there is all of that in the relative. And there's no way out of that. So the relationship is, yes, you have to deal with the real, the relative, but don't get attached to it. It's constantly changing, constantly becoming something else. So live it, take care of it, let it go. Living it and take care of it is the relative, letting it go, the absolute. I did that in 60 seconds. And I hope you're not at all satisfied with that answer. Please continue to look into that. Okay. All right. Anything from Zoom? Tyler, Kirk, are you there? No, nothing. Okay. Great. Well, thanks for being here, guys. Any final thoughts before we close?
Is this what's meant by the transmission of the lamp, meaning this form and the light that is within the lamp? Can you speak to that as our last night?
Yeah, last question. Well, the transmission of the lamp or the light, depending on what is Ren's eye, what's Soto, is about this mind-to-mind transmission of the practice of the Dharma. So this is part of it, part of the ritual that signifies that this mind-to-mind transmission has been going on since the beginning of time, and it will be continuing until endless time. Okay. Thank you. For that. Sentient beings are numberless. I vow to save them. Illusions are inexhaustible. I vow to put an end to them. The dharmas are boundless. I vow to master them. The Buddha way is unsurpassable. I vow to attain it. Sentient beings are numberless. I vow to save them. Delusions are inexhaustible. I vow to put an end to them. The dharmas are boundless. I vow to master them. The Buddha way is unsurpassable. I vow to attain it. Sentient beings are numberless. I vow to save them. Delusions are inexhaustible. I vow to put an end to them. The dharmas are boundless. I vow to master them. The Buddha way is unsurpassable. I vow to attain